President Obama doesn't need the approval of Congress to lift sanctions imposed on Iran, and that's what the Republican majority on Capitol Hill wants to change. So Senator Bob Corker, chair of the Senate Foreign Relations Committee, is pushing the Iran Nuclear Agreement Review Act of 2015. If passed out of committee and later out of the House and Senate, it could delay and potentially eliminate White House power to lift sanctions on Iran. President Obama says that won't happen, but Congress could override a presidential veto with a two-thirds majority. To get that, Republicans will need the support of at least 13 Democrats in the Senate and roughly 40 from the House of Representatives. It's not an impossibility, given that many Democrats have taken a tough-on-Iran stance in the past.
I'll try to work through...
So President Obama has asked his Energy Secretary Ernest Moniz to clarify things. Moniz should know. The former MIT nuclear physicist led negotiations with Iran and Switzerland. Now he's contacting both Republican and Democratic senators to provide technical details of the framework deal. The White House is pushing hard to convince Capitol Hill lawmakers to vote against the legislation that would allow them to reject the Iran agreement. But it is not just the White House that is lobbying the halls of Congress.
These are very complex and technical issues.
Kelsey Davenport from the Washington-based Arms Control Association is among those also meeting with senators. To convince skeptics, the framework deal puts real limits on Iran's nuclear program and boosts U.S. national security. Her challenge is daunting.
There are those who made up their minds about this agreement long before the deal was reached. I think there are many members of Congress who think we can't get a deal with Iran because they can't be trusted. And for them, it doesn't matter how good the deal will be, the deal won't be good enough.
So for now, the lobbying continues. That's because if the unwieldy Iran Nuclear Agreement Review Act becomes law, it could give Congress 60 days to weigh in and change history. The final agreement may have taken years to secure with Iran, and it all could be undone within weeks. Kimberly Halkett, Al Jazeera, Washington.